and welcome, second graders and parents and guardians of our second grade class. Welcome to our second grade class website. This is where you'll be welcomed each time that you come into our class site. On the top, you can see that there's a page about the teacher, which talks about myself, why I want to teach and what inspired me. Then it talks about my teaching philosophy, which is what I believe about our students, what they need to learn, and my approach to our classroom on a day-to-day basis. After that, there are some fun facts about myself along with some pictures. And then this next part is really important to remember. There's an area for submitting an email to me, and this is available to you all throughout the year. You can submit questions, comments, and concerns, and it goes directly to my email, so please don't hesitate to use it. The next page that we can go to is about the class. And this talks about our main focus throughout the school year and what we'll be doing. And it also talks about blended learning, which is something that you may or may not have heard about. Blended learning is when we bring technology into the classroom. It's not fully technology based, but we do still use pencils and paper, textbooks, and we bring in technology to further grow our students and learning skills for their future. So that talks about blended learning. And then after that, there are some vocabulary words and just some more about blended learning to help you understand more about what it is. The next page talks about our unit plan. This page talks about place value, and it's an example of a unit plan that we will do towards the beginning of the school year. There are example activities, questions, and overall what the student should learn from this unit. I will also be doing lessons like this on different topics throughout the school year in English, social studies, science, and math, and this is just an example. So the next page that we can go to is class rules and policies, which I highly suggest that you take a look at before coming to class, just to know what I expect of all students in the classroom and on the school campus. So here are the class rules, class policies, along with rewards and consequences. The next page is our internet safety, which goes along with our blended learning environment in the classroom. It talks about how to be safe while using the internet, what my expectations are, and just how to know what to do when you're on the internet and being in a technology environment so much during this school year. So it talks about internet safety, netiquette, and academic integrity. I highly suggest that you take a look at this to know and understand what you're coming into this school year. The final page is academic resources, and this also goes along with our blended learning environment this school year. There is a WISE mapping tool and a Pixton tool. I found these to be really amazing tools for our visual and kinesthetic learners. The Pixton tool, you're able to use a lesson and turn it into a comic book. So the kids can draw pictures, put commentary, and just make a story about what they're learning. So I thought that would be really fun for our students. And the WISE mapping tool is helpful to connect vocabulary word when we're learning different terms throughout different stories, and then you can use it for homophones and synonyms and antonyms, things like that, to help kids remember and visually see what they're learning. And then at the bottom is a note to students, parents, and guardians, just to tell you about what will be available on this website throughout the school year. And I hope that you use this website as a place to come for just knowing what is going on throughout the school year. Thank you for going through this orientation with me, and I hope that you visit this site often. And I'll see you soon. Bye.